So, Muck. You've probably heard of it, but here's a quick rundown of what it is if you've never heard of it. Muck is a game where you are on an island and you have to survive as long as possible and escape the island. While it is both single player and multiplayer, no one plays it single player, and if you do, you have no friends. It's basically Rust, which I've never played since I'm a cheapskate, but more beautiful, as you'll come to see. Or that's what it's meant to be. Me and my friends turn into a free-for-all game, trying to beat each other to death with the equipment we could find. Quick trigger warning, I'm super bad at the game, so go leave your comment telling me how bad I am. Anyway, without further ado, let's get right into it. After waiting an eternity for my friends to join, I load into my first ever game of a Muck free-for-all. I immediately jump around looking for a rock, and find one very quickly. Soon after I run over and get my first tree, realizing that I deal a lot more damage to general structures. Get the wood, and my friend had already summoned a guardian. I already knew this was off to a great start. Unsurprisingly, seconds later he died, and I knew that the guardian was after either me or my other friend. Mined a barrel and got some food from it. Entering the hut that was next to it, I picked myself up some basic gear, food, and a tiny bit of armor. Not that it would do any good against the incoming guardian. Went around and just did a tiny bit more looting, and bought myself a bow using some coins I'd collected. I then got assaulted by some mobs, and you can tell just from watching my health in the screen, how bad I am. I then went ahead and opened the chief's chest. Rookie mistake! I was immediately pursued by the entire village and was quickly overwhelmed and swarmed. So, yikes, to say the least. And my friend, who was currently soloing the guardian, ended up winning. Not a great start. Maybe next round will go better. So, I won't exactly count this round, as I started it early, and I was doing it in the regular game mode instead of versus, so I just drowned myself, and good start. Next round I actually started a bit better, spawning next to a village. Other than that, I just went and did early game stuff such as getting a rock and making a workbench after getting some wood. I then went and bought some food using some money I had accumulated, and also sold a bit of the wheat I had. It was at this point I realized one of my friends was in the village. However, we did end up deciding on a 1-day grace period, so we let each other be. As well as that, I ended up getting some armor and saw the materials needed to make a sword. Damn, I really have to chop trees in every game I play. This sucks. Finally made myself the sword, and as night fell, I battled monsters, gathered resources and food for the following days. As morning rose, I knew what must be done. I'll tell you it later. However, first I decided to go get super juiced up, getting as much as I could. Got myself some power-ups, including Bulldozer, which pushes enemies back, and some peanut butter, which increases stamina, or just the amount of time I can run for. Prepared myself some workstations and transferred all my resources to refined form. I then realized I was super close to the world border, so I played one last stop to the village and left. When night 2 came, I just harvested some more mob. Morning just went and collected my workstations and ran away. I then went ahead and gathered some more trees. And all of that was for nothing, because as I was preparing some bread, one of my friends who had gotten super juiced up went and killed me. As I said, I have a skill issue. I could have definitely done something, but hey ho, that's how the cookie crumbles. For all of you wondering, this was the final 1v1. I did speed it up because it was quite slow, but it's just quite funny to watch. Next round started the exact same until one of my friends opened the chief's chest, and after killing my friend, they all went ahead and swarmed me. Obviously I was powerless because again, I have a skill issue. So that round was basically a dud one. I'm not going to count that. However, the next round, I had a plan. A stupid one, but a plan nonetheless. The round started the same, just grabbing a rock and mining a tree, as usual. Found the village. Got myself some iron. And found myself the Dracula power-up, which, in case you don't know what it does, it ups your max HP for each kill you get. Yes, it's as busted as it sounds. Survived the first night relatively well, getting a tiny bit more HP with each kill. Not much happened in the next days, aside from, you know, the fact that all my plans went to smithereens and I died. Final battle was pretty boring, just a sniper duel. I wish I could say the last battle went any better, but it was the same as any other. I got rocks, trees, then in the final 1v1, got absolutely outplayed by my friends. No other way to say this other than, yikes. Not much to say about this video, just it was a bit of an experiment. Like the video if you liked it, dislike the video if you disliked it, leave a comment maybe telling you what you would like to see in the future. Without any further ado, goodbye and thank you for watching.